going on YouTube? You here with Jonesville Dirty, sitting up here with my homegirl, Akira Rollins. What's happening with you?
Nothing.
Hey, dog, you camera shy?
Yes.
Why?
I just always have been.
That's how y'all people is from Gainesville?
No.
Man, you gotta act like you from Alachua County and represent something up here. Don't be all
am.
scared. You ain't gotta look dead at it.
How you doing?
When I trained you. So how long ago that was? 3 years ago?
Yep. 3 and a couple months.
Okay. So you went lease out the gate.
Yes.
And completed your first lease.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Congratulations. Good payout coming up.
Thank you.
Gonna get some change on this. Got that money, that guap.
Yes.
So, I mean, they want to hear how was it being trained by me through PSD? I mean, you can speak freely now. It's 3 years in the game.
I mean, my learning style, I didn't have a problem with the way that you taught. Like, I kind of do better under pressure type person.
Oh, and I put that pressure on you.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing with you.
Yeah. I like people who don't play with me.
Well,
I do better that way.
I mean, I was direct as I could be. You laughed a lot, but you did what I said to do. So
I knew that it was serious, like it was work.
For
I
sure.
knew not to play.
That's good stuff. You was how old when you got out here?
I'm 30 now, so
27, 20?
I think 26.
Oh, yeah.
I probably just turned 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was TNT? Because you haven't been around for a while, so.
Like with my trainer?
Yeah.
It was good. Now, I'm not going to say everything was perfect because we two different people. So we would butt heads, but it was good. It was really good. Like when I was
back there, you was comfortable getting off the truck?
Yeah. I was comfortable on, like, it was a male, so, thankfully he was a very respectful male.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to go through, like, what other people that I hear go through, so it was good.
That's a good thing,
And, like,
man.
even when we would get into our arguments or whatever, like, he was very respectful, or we would sit down and talk about it. And I remember for the first time when I went on the mountain, I had never been in the mountains before, because, Florida ain't got mountains like that. So.
Hell no. 8th Avenue. That was a mountain for me when I came out here.
I went and I cried. I cried and I was just ready to give up. And I pulled over and
Hey, somebody from Gainesville could be watching this and you talking about you crying.
Yeah. Unapologetically.
Okay,
I did. I cried. But he was very nice. He came and he comforted me. And yeah, after that, I mean, I tackled mountains like no other. So.
Yeah, but you cried the first time.
I did. I cried. I tell anybody that. I was very scared.
Coming off my truck and you go cry on the damn mountain. You ain't cry when you was out there with me. I should have made you cry.
No.
Squirt some tears, child.
It's different. Like when you pull in a empty trailer and it get loaded and that weight hit going down that mountain, it hit different. And then like you can't just hit the regular brakes and it's gonna work like that. So it was very scary.
So then you came in, went lease. Different than my advisement, you know what I'm saying? Because I prefer you to go company and evaluate yourself every 3 months.
Yes.
And then make a decision every 3 months. What have I learned? Am I capable of dealing with the stress of being on the road first? Now can I go out and lease and start a business?
Yes.
So how was the first few months? I mean, just tell me, tell us how the first 3 months was. Or that first year, actually, out there solo.
It was good. The first year was actually good, like leasing. Because I got, like, not only you, but, like, I would get other people who would tell me, like, leasing is not it right now.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, you got to pay for your fuel and stuff like that. Now, my first year, I didn't really learn anything at that point. I guess I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was new. My thing was, I'm ready to get out here and make this money. And that's it. I just had one tunnel vision.
Yeah.
I didn't think about nothing else. And in the long run, like, that really messed me up, though. So the first year was good. I definitely, after completing a lease, I wish I would have, like, just at least went company to get
Get your bearings.
Yeah.
They kind of fill it out a little bit.
Yeah, because that second and third year was definitely challenging.
Well, I mean, and like I said, you made it. You completed your lease, so you finished the task. It ain't how you started. It's how you finish it. So
Yeah.
you definitely did that, and then you started training.
Yes, I did.
I think I called you at one point.
You did, because you had a couple of people for me. Yep.
So, and being PSD, then a TNT, then a solo driver, how did that equate to making you the trainer that you are?
It was pretty good. Like, I learned a lot, not, even though, like, I'm the trainer, like, I also learned a lot from my students. Like,
okay.
Because, I mean, I'm not, even in person, I'm just not the type of person that know everything. I'm not saying, oh, they finna take over.
Yeah.
But,
It's still your truck.
yes, I do take some things and be like, oh, okay. But I love training. I do. I love teaching. Like, it's not just it took some getting used to as far as being solo and then adding someone into your space.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was good.
Well, that's a good thing.
You
like,
got the different personalities, but
yeah.
if you have two personalities, even though they're different, that can come together and, work it out and have that one common goal, then it works out fine.
Oh,
And
yeah.
respect out of all things.
Oh yeah, it got to be. It's gonna be a line of respect regardless. You know what I'm saying? Where we come from, we ain't playing nothing less.
Yeah.
We gonna get it, but we'll take it. One way or the other. So, and that's a good thing. Like, so, being on the road as a female, it's been very challenging.
Yes.
Because, as they say, it's a male-dominated world.
Yes.
But it's not.
It's not.
I mean, it's just as many females out there as men.
It is. But I'm gonna be honest. Like,
So you're saying with like the training, as far as patience and kind of learning from your students, which is a good asset because that's the only thing that's gonna make you better is learning from others at times.
yeah.
So being a female on the road, that's what we're talking about. Being a female on the road, it goes into, males, if they're going to be misogynistic, it don't matter what workplace you're in, they just like that.
Yeah.
So out here, it ain't always bad for a female, but it ain't always good.
Yeah.
So, like, what are some of the downsides of it that you've encountered?
How you say that word? The masculinity. The masculinity of a man, and the ones, because I have encountered like the ones that think that it's a male-dominant industry, and I only encountered that like my first year, but I stood up for myself, and like that made a big difference. Like, cause they will test you to see if like you're gonna allow them to disrespect you, or if you're going to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
And I respect others, but you disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you.
It is what it is.
So the first year was definitely challenging. I ran into this one guy. Like, for example, I was at a fuel pump and I had turned in kind of wrong. So when I turned in and I pulled up, I was like, I need to, you're not supposed to do that. But I tried to like back up a little bit to fix it. And the guy, he didn't even give me a chance to do it. And he got mad at me and he hopped out his truck and was like, and I was very nice. I was like, sir, I overcorrected and I just need to back up. I'm still getting fuel. And he argued with me. We got into it, but long story short, he eventually like moved because it was like I wasn't being nasty to him or anything, but he was being very nasty to me. But you do get those guys. But after the first year, it was good.
Okay, well, good. I mean, you damn sure know I'm happy. I mean, that you're good, you're safe out there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know for like me, there's certain places in the country I go to, I just know I won't park at.
Yeah.
Not that I can't hold my own, but I mean, let's be real. It looked like the bottom of the barrel. I ain't standing at the bottom of the barrel. I mean,
yeah, because things can go wrong at the bottom of the barrel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and is there places like that you kind of watch out for while you out there?
Yeah, and then I also listen to like sometimes I want to say I don't know if it's safety. I think it's safety.
Yeah.
But they'll send messages through the Qualcomm and
Safety and security.
okay, safety and security. They'll send things through the Qualcomm and let you know like, hey, this happened over there. So like certain places when they send messages like that, I don't park over there. I don't do none of that. So, and let me tell you, I had a situation. I parked somewhere and yeah, my load got tampered with.
Yeah.
And I learned my lesson. Let me tell you, it happens so fast. People be like, "How?" But let me tell you, I wasn't even asleep. Like, I wasn't asleep, and I went for a second in the store, came back, and boom, boom, bam, like it. And see me, I'm thinking since I'm in the now it probably happened like when I was parked, but I hadn't put in fuel. I had to go to the bathroom, and let me tell you, it happened so fast. I can't tell you when, where. Well, I know where, but I can't tell you like how, but nothing. And it was horrible. Always, definitely, I would tell people anytime, just like Prime tell people, like anytime you get out your vehicle, please just do like a walk around to make sure everything's still secured.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm telling you, like that one moment where you feel like everything is safe.
Like
Yeah.
you hadn't lost it all. Oh yeah. It's happened
So,
to me
yeah.
in Memphis before.
Yeah, it's
Sitting
certain
at the
places.
shipper.
Yeah, it happens fast, and yeah, it'll make your head spin.
I mean, yeah.
So
But
definitely,
I mean, you handled it. So
yeah,
now, has there been any benefits? Because I mean, we hear about the females and this and that, and not to negate. I mean, me and you had done talk. You know what I'm saying? How you came up. You know what I'm saying in the Ville. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're more street smart and street wise, not truly naive to everything.
yeah,
So, and I'm not saying that anybody puts themselves in those situations because nobody deserves harm or anything to that extent, but we hear so much about those horror stories with women. There's some perks to being a woman out here too now.
yes, it is. The perks of being a woman is being a woman.
Well, I ain't never got nowhere and struggled back and somebody said they'll get in my truck.
Yes, I had. I mean, I guess because like since it's been like a male, industry for a long time, like
Yeah.
even though you got like that 5% that's just unwelcoming, you definitely have that 95% that is like they love it. They
Yeah.
love the energy. They love, the opposite sex being able to,
Yeah.
see them
Why they
drive
don't love
trucks
me
on.
like that? They don't let me just, I ain't never got a chance to drop my trailer to a yard dog, put it in no door.
You definitely, because you're a man.
I mean, but that is a perk.
Yes, definitely. I have literally 95% of the time, if I struggle in a tight spot, I have had people offer to get in, but of course, I'm gonna say no to back it in for me.
Yeah.
I have had, if they like looking and they see I can't get it, then they'll get out and they'll help me get in the spot, like direct me.
You know what I get?
What?
That driver sitting up there in his truck next to me with his hand on the horn like this right here, ready to blow. As soon as I hit it, I got to get out 5, 6 times and walk back there. Hey, bro, you mind spot? It's too hot out there. It's too cold. It's raining. What the hell? One thing I need to do is be a female.
Yeah. In all type of weather, they don't care. They'll get out and they'll get out and help as long as they can have that conversation. Yeah.
But they ain't gonna get enough from me. So
it definitely makes their day. They be happy just to get out to be like, "You're okay, you got it." Yeah.
but that's a good. I mean, and that is a benefit. Like you say, you stay street smart to understand. One, you ain't getting in my truck,
Yeah.
and two, that's all we got is a conversation.
And I really do admire those men who, because, I mean, we're women, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh my God, like, but we're women, and I like the gentleness that those who are respectful on the road that are men,
Yeah.
That treat us like that, especially because we're away from home, and we probably carry our feelings a little more on our shoulders than men. So it helps when a masculine man or just a man in general comes and they're gentle with you and they're understanding and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Like you say, you was trained by me, so there wasn't no niceness to that, boy. You was in a culture shock. Like, this boy, he ain't acting like he ain't from Jonesville. That boy acting like he from under the trees.
Yeah.
But, so, with you being so young, you know what I'm saying, it really kind of first time being away from home, like it was, that plays a role in life. You know what I'm saying? I was groomed via military, things like that. But how do you deal with like adversity back home in Gainesville, especially with the way Gainesville is now? Like, how do you deal with like that, being able to be on the road, keep your mind frame focused out here?
I would say, for me, definitely prayer. Prayer. But if you're having a hard time adjusting and then say something happens, of course make sure that you get routed, or if it's an emergency, of course, do what you gotta do to get to where you need to be. But when you have to come back on the road after dealing with adversity at home, it is kind of tight. It is an emotional drain because you want to be there a little longer.
Yeah.
But I was leased, so it was a little more complicated than that because
Bills still got to be paid.
yes,
That truck note still got to go down.
It's going down every week.
No matter what.
So, it was a little tight. I ain't gonna get too deep, but when my late husband passed, it was definitely it was tight, and it was emotionally overbearing.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot of prayer, a lot of family support.
You got to have a support structure,
yes,
male or female.
Definitely. If you don't, you will definitely crumble. Because I had a very hard time. Like, people might have not seen outside the truck, but I was definitely struggling on the inside of the truck. But I would, like I said, I would pray. You have to find something that is like your outlet.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I like to write or do poetry as a way of expressing myself. So, and if you're feeling like you do need to get help other places, then do that. But adversity is something that does happen, when you're over the road, just like it would if you was at home. But the only difference is you're away.
You 1,200 miles away.
Yes.
At least. From
At
right here, I
least,
know you about 1,220 miles away from Gainesville.
At
Because
least.
I'm about, I think, 1340 from Tampa.
Yeah, at least that.
Can't
So-
control it from the road.
And you can't get there as fast as you want to.
Yeah.
So you have to have an outlet after, you do what you got to do to get through what you're going through. But when you have to come back out and still deal with the leftover emotions of it, definitely find something that helps you cope with that.
Yeah.
I don't, like me, I'm going to tell you the process, I would write, do poetry, I would pray, scream if I wanted to scream,
It's
talk
your
to my
church, it's your
support
home.
system. But that's the way it helped me.
Yeah.
But definitely when you deal with adversity, finding an outlet is very important.
And the good thing is being on the company side now. Because you're going with fleet, you're going with the micro fleet.
Yes.
So good thing is about being a company driver now is we offer the employee assistance program. And believe it or not, like, this is about the voice you get from me on the pad nowadays. I can still get up there with the best stuff. I still can shake the whole truck with my voice. But for the most part, like, I go to counseling.
Yeah.
And it's offered free.
Yeah.
So even now, you have any feelings, well, you can always call me. I'm a call away.
Yeah.
But reach out to them. And anybody should reach out to, whatever, no matter what your job is. There's suicide prevention lines. There's always going to be some kind of employee assistance program to kind of get you counseling and help. Someone you can talk to. And that's in addition to having that family structure, that support system around you.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have it, the world can be a lonely place.
Oh, yeah.
And we in a lonely field by itself anyways.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, every company, with the drivers, like you said, with the guys that would help, they weren't always prime drivers. They were other companies.
Yeah.
And we're all truck drivers, so I carry a certain amount of pride for who we work for.
Yeah.
But I also understand we all in the same profession. So if that's where my support and structure comes from, that's what I'm going to use.
Yeah.
So that was, I mean, you've talked more in depth about other stuff like that. So I know within myself, watching you grow from this bright-eyed, bushy kid that laughed all the damn time to what I'm seeing now, mature, finishing her first leads, about her business,
Yeah.
TNT and training people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even made a business decision. I ain't gonna go. I don't want to do another lease. I'd rather go on company side, pretty much.
Yeah.
That shows so much maturity and growth to where the stuff you heard out from the scuttlebug at the hotel and these big talk drivers,
Almost definitely.
you grew to make your own decision. You're seasoning yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely proud of you. Here's how I talk to you. I think I tell you that.
Yeah.
Because
Thank
you were the first. You were my first from Alachua County.
Yep.
My very
You
first.
telling me that.
And it felt so good. Didn't know much about nothing when I met you as far as where you was from. I knew your daddy.
Yeah.
Knew your daddy. And that really didn't know him enough to be like we was tight.
Yeah.
Enough to know that I'm still gonna look out. Your daddy from High Rock, you was all 15. Let's get this money. And that right there meant a lot. That meant a lot to train somebody from back home just because, honestly, you see what it is there now.
Yeah. A lot of people don't leave.
Yeah. So, and they don't make it. Some of them, prisons fill up every day and graveyards too.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely good to see someone young, vibrant, trying to eat out here.
Yeah.
So I hope you continue to eat. I'll be here. You know, I'm gonna support you no matter what.
Thank you.
And and definitely I appreciate you coming on. Finally got some of this camera shot. So I got you talking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So if this right here reaches out, touches you, you like it in any kind of way, by all means. You know what I'm saying? Lakira, she's a hell of a TNT. You know what I'm saying? And a great person to be around all the way around. So like, click, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? Ring the damn bell.
Yeah.
This is Jonesville Dirty catching up out of here. Y'all get at us.